Hey guys, how you doing? Sascha Chatman here, and this is my wife.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
So Steph is not licensed, but I am, and we've been in the game for 8 years. So we're going to do a quick interview with Stephanie about being a non-licensed real estate spouse and how she supports me. What has she learned? So I'm actually hitting her off the cuff here, so she has no idea what I'm going to be asking her. Watch the video all the way to the end. Let's go. Okay, guys, so I'm back. How you doing? Sascha here. I'm the team leader of Chatman Realty Group. I'm a real estate coach, and I am married to this beautiful lady right here. We've been married for going on 17 years.
I think so.
Yeah, going on 17 years. But we've only been in the real estate game for roughly about 8 years now, right?
Right.
Okay. So here's the deal. Stephanie has a lot of different talents, but she's not a licensed agent. What do you do for a living? First things first.
Well, first things first, your wife. So that's a full-time job.
Great answer.
And then secondly, I'm a mom to two teenagers. So that in itself. But my third career job is currently I'm teaching.
Yeah.
Also, I teach the little baby. So I do first grade teaching as of right now.
Yep. And let me tell you, she comes home exhausted. Shout out to all the teachers out there because y'all are the real MVPs and y'all are making this happen. It's crazy.
It's a different world.
Very different.
I'm not licensed, even though Sascha and the rest of the team and even other realtors that's his peers really want me to get my license. I keep putting it off. I'm working on it, but it'll happen one day.
Well, but it's not your passion. So so here's the thing. Yes, I want Steph to get her license. I've been wanting her to do that for years, like a husband-wife team. But she's passionate about teaching, so I gotta respect that, right? We do work it out. It's difficult sometimes, right?
Yeah, because you are doing a lot of the would be, I guess, motherly duties and stuff like that. So you are doing a
You're
lot.
doing with the kids.
Yes, with the kids.
Man, the kids 13, 15. Okay,
So-
if they can't take care of themselves a little bit, we failed.
But
They're good.
Yeah.
The kids are good for the most part.
But as far as helping you out in the business, I do enjoy. Some of you've probably seen some of the videos that I've been in. So I think out of our relationship, I'm the goofier one in the relationship. So
I would agree with that.
I don't mind dressing up, trying to do things to market, and
That unicorn.
that's
What was
classic.
it? Was it a unicorn?
It was a unicorn.
No, we've got to drop that just so y'all can see what it is. Slay the magic unicorn with slaying deals.
Slaying deals.
We didn't drop the video because it just felt so corny.
We didn't use it.
A little bit. It was terrible.
Well, that was a tough summer, so I was trying to pull out
Yeah, everything
what
was
we
sitting.
could do to get people to come to the open houses.
Basically,
keep
she's doing
those-
business development for us, guys.
Yeah, I guess
because-
that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's for me. It's hard for me to get out there and be real estate coach, run the team, still be transactional, then go build and grow the business because I'm still doing some transactions. I don't want to do as many, but I am still. The market requires that for us to keep the income that we want, right?
Right.
So when you're getting pulled in multiple directions, it's good to be able to lean on somebody and say, "Hey, go do this." So
Right, now-
business development, you do that very well because everybody likes her. That's the deal. Everybody likes Stephanie. It's hard not to like her. If you don't like my wife, then you're just probably a bad person, honestly. Because you are a sweetheart. I do mean that, and everyone says that too. So
He just trying to get a cookie.
so A, business development. Two,
Yeah.
marketing.
Right.
Like
so,
tell me about what you do for us in marketing.
So for his marketing, I take some of his business cards, and we also have magazines that he has published with different information and stuff in there. So I go around to different businesses asking if it's okay if I can put his business card and the magazine down, like in their establishment, especially if it's like a nail salon or a dentist office or any type of healthcare office. Those usually say, okay, we don't mind, especially with COVID being lifted.
Anywhere where people are waiting.
Right.
Yeah. And she's doing a great job with that, guys. Literally, if you go around the area that we live in, we're everywhere. We're pretty much everywhere where people are sitting down there and waiting. I've actually gotten calls from other agents, and they're like, dude, I just saw another one of your magazine. I saw this, I saw that. I'm like, yeah, buddy, it's my turf, right? But that's all you. That's all Stephanie.
I try. I don't mind. Like I know in this area that you don't really like to do. He doesn't
Which
really
one?
like to. You don't like to go around and like the door knocking.
I don't
Perspective.
like door knocking from a
Eh,
real estate perspective. Business,
Right.
I'm okay with, but I'm not. I don't like going door to door anymore.
Right. And
Not in this
I
environment,
don't mind.
and I don't like her going door to door. So
Well, when I say door to door, not like door to door like you used to do. Like we
right,
knock on the
old school.
door and wait for somebody to come to and just kind of give your spiel.
You remember
Uh,
that lady that opened the door butt naked when I had Junior?
no, I wasn't there, but you did tell me.
Yeah. No, he told you. You get the
Yeah.
story right. So sidebar, we're door knocking with our kids, and I think the kids are
It was
like
for an open house.
open house. Sasha might have been 8 to 10ish, something like that. This lady opened the door, nothing on, just flat out opened the whole door, and he's like, and he gets a good look like this, and she's like, "Oh, excuse me, like really, like you
She
didn't."
was expecting somebody else.
No, she was just a weirdo.
I mean,
She was a weirdo. So be careful with your kid. Point of telling that story, other than being funny, be careful when you take your family, your kids around, because in real estate, some
Right.
people are just weird and some people are just
like you
strange.
see a lot of stuff out there,
Yeah.
especially when you're prepping for an open house or something, and you know we've come across a lot of weird things, frauds in toilets and
I forgot about that.
no clothes on. So you see a
The
lot.
snake in the cabinet.
Yeah, so you see a lot. So you definitely don't want to just. You want your kids to help in the business for sure. I believe that it's a good learning tool. They can put it down as some of their community service. You know,
Yeah,
something they can
yeah.
put down on the application saying that, hey, you know, I do this with my dad, etc., or your mom. So definitely those good building skills for life. But yeah, definitely don't just send them out on their own.
Yeah.
Be
But I
with
think
them.
you do a good job in organizing the kids with that. Like we've taught them how to do certain things, but then, like take for example, we're doing new construction. Like we're in a new construction home right now. I will be out shooting with the big camera, and then Stephanie is making sure the kids are doing their parts. So Selena might be doing the Instagram photos that we need. Sasha may be doing the Instagram short, and then she's getting like behind the scenes. And I need to focus on what part I'm doing because I got the drone, I got the big camera, and so I'm not that good with the drone. I'm still learning that, but she runs that operationally, right? So that's a big help.
Right, and even though I'm out and about, I do want to say this when I'm not with you. I definitely say up front, I'm not a realtor. And I'm very cautious and mindful of the things that I do say because I don't want to jeopardize him and his license.
Right.
So if someone has like for real, true real estate questions, I don't answer. I say, hey, call my husband, you know, etc. I can't answer that question, you know. So I'm very cautious of that. So,
But
but
you do a great job with that because, I mean, if I was to look at an entire year, and like right now is what's this is June. As we make this, you're responsible for about 4 transactions right now for the year, at least that I can think of off the top of my head, maybe 5. Well, 5. You got your cousins, yes, so 5. Okay, but Stephanie is constantly referring people over and getting people scheduled up with me, and then she makes sure that I do my bomb videos and things like that as well. So organizing me is another big thing. Let's talk. Can we shift and talk about that?
oh, I organize you.
How-
You got a whole team around you.
But
Your
no one's at the
VAs.
house with me. What I'm saying
Right.
is like being at the house, getting stuff ready, because it's organized chaos, really, in my opinion.
It really is. As many of you all probably know, or you're going to be learning if you work with Sasha, he has a lot of toys. He has a lot of monitors. He has a lot of stuff that, for me, I feel like is over the top. Everyone's not going to have the means to get. So I try to keep you grounded and say everybody can't do what you do because you like to be extra. But
True. I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna argue that.
but on the
But I use
saying-
the stuff
but
though.
yes, you do. You use the stuff, but I say all of it because trying to get the folders together, trying to get the pamphlets together.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That do take a lot of time and effort. And so just trying to keep those so when you are ready to go and you're ready to go do your meetings with someone, that way it's easy, it's accessible, you know where it's at. Even if I'm not home, I can say, Sasha, go over here to the left, to the right, this cabinet or whatever, and that's where your stuff is at.
She does maintain all of our marketing materials because it becomes a bit of a mess from buyer seller guides to pamphlets, you name it. She does all that. And there are times when I'm going like, hey, I got a listing appointment. I got to get there in like 30 minutes, and I'm already 10 minutes behind schedule. And I'm like, Steph, where's this at? She knows what that's at. So that's a big thing of just knowing where the materials are. And then sometimes we'll just sit down and put all the materials together where we'll have 15 listing packets put together and 20 buyer packets or whatever. So it's grab and go. But I kind of go through the grab and go quickly because we're doing so many deals now. But I do appreciate that. And then the gift boxes, you do that, you organize that.
Oh,
Yeah.
of that, yeah.
Well, you act like it's small. That's not a small thing.
Well, I guess I just really haven't thought about it. That, trying to get that together. So,
That's a big thing. Not to mention, she manages the inventory for all of our swag, from coasters
yeah, the
to
vendor
name it
that
all.
we.
Magnus USA, shout out to
Yeah.
them. Shout out to my
Thank
girl
you.
Becky.
Yes, thanks, Becky. So I guess bottom line, what can you do to help your spouse if you're not a licensed agent? It's just going around, getting those flyers, getting those business cards of your spouse, putting them out different places. If they just not starting their YouTube channel or their Instagram, maybe just going up to people if you're comfortable with that, saying, hey, my wife or my husband is a realtor. Would you mind just subscribing to their page?
She did that. She pushed us over 1,000 back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Stephanie she literally moved us from 800 to 1,000 with individual conversations.
Yeah, I was just
That's
like,
dedication.
I had a goal in mind, and I was like, I'm gonna go. I think I started like on a Monday, and I was like, by Friday, oh, he gonna have over 1,000. I was like, I don't know how we get it. I don't know how people be getting this.
We got
on
a couple deals from
YouTube.
there too, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did. Thank you.
So I literally just parked my car and I went whoever I saw in the street. I was like, I don't care if you don't watch a video. Can you just hit this button? And
Right.
so when we hit the 1,000, we got the notification. I'm like, I was so excited.
Me too. Can we shift real quick on a couple of things that you do? Okay. This lady here helps me get the signs together all the time for open houses because this is a big one for realtors. Some realtors just go out and just do an open house, put out 1 or 2 signs. We put out 15 signs, depending if the neighborhood has a lot of turns in it. And in order to do so, we got to print them off, we got to get them taped on there, and she's doing all of that. And there have been times that she's put out the signs herself because I'm double, triple booked, or if I have that agent who just didn't put any signs out.
Right.
That's crazy. That happens from time to time. Won't happen again on Chatman Realtor Group. I guarantee you that. My wife ain't putting no signs out for y'all. Do your own work.
No, that it does take a lot.
Yeah.
If you want your open house to be
Successful.
successful,
Yeah.
and you want the people to come, you can't just wait the day of a couple of
2 hours
before,
beforehand.
and you want to put a sign out right at that house, and you like, well, nobody showed up. I mean, again, Sasha is extra, so.
You keep saying that.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
And I definitely can say, I'm not just saying because I'm married to you, but just seeing your efforts and your hard work that you do put in a lot of work to make sure that that house that someone has asked you to list is shown in its best light. And you've gone over and beyond to doggone, you've cleaned out houses. We've all
We
with the
cut some
kids.
grass. The
We've
grass
cut
was so high.
We've bought air fresheners. We've done it all.
Oh, that house
I
with
like,
the 21
we're-
cats.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not a cleaning crew too, but you've done it, and even if
Yeah.
some of the open houses have flopped and didn't have that many people to show up, the outcome, or not the outcome, but other people in the neighborhood
They see the
saw
effort.
your efforts, and
Yeah.
they was coming over saying, wow, we see the effort that you put into this house. We can't believe nobody showed up or whatever, but you've gotten some transactions out of that.
Yeah.
You know, they remembered all that you did.
People respect hard work. Okay, guys, they respect the hard work if you're going to be doing that. And so, yeah, we've done that a couple times and just like, okay, wow, that flopped. But at the end of the day, you know, you want to work hard because you only need one person to come by that house. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell my clients all the time, do I like to have 45, 60 people coming?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do when I have help. Okay, we had that crackhead that came and stole something that time. Remember
You're
that?
not talking about that.
Okay, cool. There's a lot more I can also state to Stephanie House, but the video's getting a little bit long. I'm gonna say one more thing, and that's just listening to your agent. You do that very, very well. I am constantly revamping the strategy according to what's going on in the market, and I respect her opinion, and I need to talk stuff out. And sometimes I can't talk to everybody else about what we're doing because it's the secret sauce, right? And I need to just talk to you. And she helps me organize my thoughts. And I call it, let's do the Vanna White thing, right? Where I'm talking, she's listening, she's writing it out, and she's helping me organize it on the whiteboards. And that, you have no idea, but for me, that's invaluable because it helps me sleep at night. So I appreciate that because my mind won't rest if that stuff is still weighing on my mind. It's just not.
Right.
So talk to your spouse, talk to him about the business. And Stephanie's always encouraging me about the business. She's never, you're never negative, which is a positive. And I've seen so many agents fall out the business because they have a negative spouse that is telling them, if you don't do this by this time, you have to pull the plug. We don't talk like that to each other. It's like, I don't think you've ever been negative about the business. I mean, you've told me to stop spending some money, but
I mean,
yeah,
look what you recording this on.
you ain't gotta. It's getting used, isn't it? It's getting used. There's not a lot I buy that I don't use. I upgrade a lot though. Shout out to the 6 GoPros I got. She's right about that. You got to control your costs. That's another thing. She helps control the cost. All right.
I'm not doing a good job at that because I don't be knowing what you buy.
I'm stubborn too, I must admit.
But you do use the materials and your outcome and encouragement to other agents that's on your team and stuff. It shows. So I mean, you know, you do what you do, and you wouldn't be where you are if you wasn't on the path and you just do what you do. So
Well, but you know, it's funny. You say you or you are you. It's really where we are, honestly. I mean, she might not be licensed, but there isn't a more valuable member on the team than Steph. Because I mean it from my virtual assistants to everything else. When she's here for the summer, oh my God, I love it. Personally, I love it because like, oh, my wife is here. We can get so much done. And then you abandon me, you go back to those babies for the schools. And I get it. I get it. But it's like, it feels so good to work with her because I just like being around you, and it's just fun. You know, it's fun. So.
okay, well, interesting.